Alright. Caught up on all the cat stuff and all the ducks and chickens really quick. Since I'm on solo homestead duty this morning, I gotta actually pay attention to all the things here. I'm not using any mods, so there's some graphic mods I have on for like weather and stuff, but that's it. Caramel Frappuccino from Starbucks sounds good right now, Silent says. I can't handle those sweet drinks, man. I'm a black coffee drinker. I don't mind a frap once in a while, like an oatmeal, or not an oatmeal, sorry, like an Oreo Frappuccino, the Oreo mochas. I don't mind those once in a while, but I'm pretty much a straight up espresso or black coffee drinker. What game am I playing? Minecraft. Definitely Minecraft, guys. This is the first person Minecraft mod. Why do you give a shit how long I've been gone on Holy Reactions? Am I not allowed to get up from the chair, take a breath of fresh air, do some jumping jacks, take a piss, get a cup of coffee? You know, you can roll back the stream and rewind and see how long I've been gone. We take AFKs. We're real life human beings. We're not fucking machines that sit here 24/7. What's up, Harch? Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Stud says, I don't know, this looks like Starfield to me. I know, right, JK? Fucking... Oh, man. The tards are strong today. It's not any of those things. It's Daggerfall Remastered. Oh, Jesus. Fuss Road out for the win. Alright, everybody. Let's get back to it. As always, we are live on YouTube, Twitch, Kick, and TikTok. Everything in between the streams happens on YouTube, so get over there in between the streams, folks, for all the game guides, reviews, movies, TV shows, and everything else we do. Is that a spirit I want to kill, or is that a spirit I want to talk to? I love the look of this place. Definitely a spirit I want to talk to. I like his armor. Is it the same stuff I'm wearing? His looks a little different. Maybe it's just because he's in spirit form. Yeah, it's the same thing. JK says, I thought we were playing Flight Simulator. We're waiting for planes to be invented.
I don't recognize you, but I sense that you're one of us. Who are you?
I'd ask the same question of you.
The last of the Nightingale Sentinels, I'm afraid. I've defended the Sepulchre alone for what seems like an eternity.
What happened to the rest?
We were betrayed by one of our own kind. In fact, I'm to blame for what's happened here.
How are you to blame?
I was blinded. Blinded by dark treachery masquerading as friendship. Perhaps if I had been more vigilant, then Mercer Frey wouldn't have lured me to my fate and
Oh, is this, what was his name? Gallus? I can't remember his name. Yeah, Gallus. Gallus.
I haven't heard that name in a long time. How do you know of me?
Oh, I've been working with your friend, and I have the key.
The key! You have the skeleton key! I never thought I'd see it again. And Mercer Frey?
Took care of him.
Then it's over, and my death wasn't in vain.
Correct.
I owe you a great deal, Nightingale.
I did this for Nocturnal.
That's quite a noble sentiment for someone in our, well, in your line of work. My only regret is that you had to undertake this task alone.
I didn't have to do it alone, actually. Carlia helped me.
Carlia? She's still alive? I feared she'd befallen the same fate, ending up a victim of Mercer's betrayal.
Then take the key and right all the wrongs.
Nothing would bring me more pride than to return the key. But I'm afraid it's impossible.
Why is that?
From the moment I arrived here, I felt myself, well, dying.
How can a spirit die?
The sepulchre isn't merely a temple or a vault to house the key. Within these walls is the Ebonmere, a conduit to Nocturnal's realm of Everglow. When Mercer stole the key, that conduit closed, severely limiting our ties to her.
Okay. So I'll have to do it alone.
I'm afraid so. I'm weakening, and I can feel myself slipping away. The years without restoration of my power have taken their toll. Whatever damage has been caused can only be corrected by following the Pilgrim's path to the Ebonmere and replacing the key.
Okay. What will I face in the Pilgrim's path?
I wish I could help you, but I've been a prisoner in this very chamber for the last quarter century. The only possible help I've come across are the remains of some poor fellow who is trying to follow in your footsteps. Perhaps his journal can help?
I need to find a journal.
Good luck, Nightingale.
Okay, hang on. Before I pick that up, is that a Dwarven War Axe? If I'm picking it up, like, okay, gold lockpicks. Read. I don't know why I let Renders talk to me to this plan. He said the place would be full of riches, but I have yet to see even a single gold coin. To make matters worse, I think the other priests are beginning to suspect we aren't who we say we are. If they discover we're posing as priests of Nocturnal, I'm sure they're not going to simply ask us to leave nicely. As an acolyte, I've been assigned a mentor, old dark elf fellow by the name of Lythalus. Perhaps if I act the part, I can pry some information from him about the Pilgrim's Path. Anders swears to me all the temple's wealth is stashed within the inner sanctum. Okay. Lythus was easier to coax, gave me a wealth of information, speaking in riddles. He said that there were 5 tests on the path, and then he said this about each. Shadows of their former selves, sentinels of the dark, they wander evermore until swift death to defilers. Ball low they stand. Offer what she desires most, but reject the material. For her greatest want is that which cannot be seen, felt, or carried. Ooh, okay. Contentious of the glow? Direct and yet indirect. The path to salvation. The route of cunning with fortune betraying the foolish. The journey is complete. The Empress embrace waits the fallen. This is like Indiana Jones in the Last Crusade. The penitent man. The penitent man. Nautical phrases like night is the new day and how he was the ghost of the sun. Definitely pick that up. Okay. You know what? We should do a hard save. Alright, let's see here. Dakota says, no sabía que hablas español. Así es. Mi esposa es mexicana, toda la familia es mexicana. Tengo residencia permanente en México. por como más que 10 años ahora. Yeah, Nightingale armor is pretty good. Plus, it looks cool, and I was just given it as part of this quest line, so why wouldn't I wear it? Plus, it has great bonuses for my stealth stuff. All right. I already have a pickaxe. Hang on, am I suddenly not tracking the quest? Optional, follow the pilgrim's path. No. Just wanted to see who you were. The Thieves Guild quest line has been fun. I've been doing it for this is the 4th or 5th stream. Yeah, I found the enchanted weapon, Pat. Thank you. Doing great, Void Immortal. Thank you very much. Alright, let's see here. The good thing is I can see them. I think there's one back in there, too. I wonder if I can kill these. None of these are good expensive books. We can ignore those. I don't need any more healing potions. Ooh, there's a creepy looking skull up there. White salts? I don't know if I've seen those before. Oh shit, that got all of them, I think. If there's any benefit to... See, there's a key right here. No, that's not a key, that's a bombing mostly remains. Is there any reason? Elven arrows. If I don't see anything in here, I'm gonna reload because I would prefer not to kill these if I can avoid killing them. Just gotta figure out this section. I probably need to read the journal again. It's gonna be in the books. Shadow of their former selves, sentinels of the dark, they wander evermore and deal swift death to defilers. Above all they stand, vigilant of everlasting, beholden to the murk, yet contentious of the glow. Sounds like I could make something light up or glow and it would bother them, maybe? I don't see... Contentious of the glow.
I sense a presence.
She sensed me, but I don't know that she saw me. I might have been able to sneak past. Definitely not sneaking past this one. What does it mean by glow? I don't think that mattered. Huh. I don't quite think I've figured that out. There must be something... There's got to be a way to, like... There's a clue I'm not quite understanding about that. It's not the glow of mage light, so... Okay, well... What's the next one? Offer what she desires most, but reject the material. Her greatest want is that she cannot be is what cannot be seen, felt, or carried. So I probably want to avoid that corpse. Oh yeah, that hurts. Stay out of the light. Oh my god! Definitely stay out of the light. But I got it. That's all that I care about. I got the tome. Hashtag worth it. Oh my god, that hurt. Kill it with fire! Bound sword. Can I learn? Can I use? Learned it. Nice. Oh man, there's gonna be corpses to loot along the whole way. Nope, not worth it. Back away from him. Oh, got a tripwire. Tripwire. back here. Ooh, I'm gonna get roasty toasty when I get up on top of that one, I think. Oh, good thing I stepped to the side. Oh, that'll be the statue. It said something about giving her something. Let's see here. Offer what she desires most, but reject the material. Her greatest want is that which cannot be seen, felt, or carried. Huh. Where it's going to be emotional or something. Do, 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 do. What's up, Inky Z? I take lots of breaks, unholy reactions. If you have a problem with me taking breaks, you should probably go watch someone else. I don't sit here like a robot. I take pee breaks. I go get coffee. We take snack breaks. We go touch grass from time to time. I get up and do some cardio. I check on my animals. By the way, somebody asked how many animals we have. We have about 25 ducks right now, about a dozen chickens, 6 cats. There's a homestead channel for those of you who are interested in that kind of stuff. You can go check out the homestead channel. You can offer all the tips you want. Doesn't mean I'm going to read them or follow them. You know what? Unholy reactions. I'm going to ban you because you're being an annoying little twat. And we've already had this with you 4 or 5 different times. So fuck off. You've been banned. Bye-bye.
Why is he taking breaks? When is your next break? Why are you taking breaks, man? Breaks! Stop taking breaks. Just play the fucking game. Don't you interact with chat? Why aren't you answering me?
Bye-bye. Alright, now we need to see what she needs here. Sub-Zero says, love the Homestead channel. Well, thank you very much. Glad you enjoy it. Says she wants me to offer something. How do you offer something? I didn't mean to, like... Didn't mean to step all over your offering board, lady. Wait, can't you do... No, I'm thinking Elder Scrolls Online, because you could do emotes in Elder Scrolls Online. Her greatest want is that what cannot be seen, felt, or carried. Offer what she desires most. Reject the. So reject the materials probably don't loot the stuff that is around here. Which I didn't, but I did accidentally step on. Hang on, there's a lever right here. What did that do? I bet I turned them both out. She said something about something unseen. Oh yeah, that opened up the door. That'll be a quick save. Alright, what's the next one? I'm gonna have to go watch Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade after this. Direct and yet indirect. Past salvation is a route of cunning with fortune. So only the foolish. Fortune betraying the foolish. I don't know what that means. We'll find out later. Why do I read every book? Because I want to. Because there are writers who have spent the time putting this information out there. Why would I? You know, here's a better question. Would you go to a Michelin 3-starred restaurant and only order a glass of water or a simple salad? If you're going to go eat at a Gordon Ramsay restaurant, you're going to order as many things off of the table, off the menu as you can, a 5-course, 7-course meal. You're going to try everything to get your money's worth. Why wouldn't I read books? There are writers who spent time writing this. People, you know, VFX artists who put VFX and things into the animations for turning the pages. You have sound engineers and technicians who did that subtle turning of the page. You have artists who created the actual physical asset, well, not physical, but the 3D asset that went into the game. There are probably 25 to 50 different people who put 100 man-hours into this particular book and other books like it being put into the game. Why wouldn't I read the books that enter the game? That's the better question. Why wouldn't I? Lore books are the spice of the game, that's right. Yeah, I know, JK. We're repeating the same thing over and over. But Renfail, why aren't you playing the game like I want you to play the game? Inky Z says, I have all of these and the books in Elder Scrolls Online in print to read. The Elder Scrolls lore is cool. Goddamn right, Inky Z. Elder Scrolls lore is badass. And the fact that someone has taken the time to write all this stuff is why it's worthwhile to go read. Somebody out there put a lot of passion and work into making this kind of stuff work. That's right, Studman. How else are you supposed to get the info you need if you don't read the books? Like, this whole section right here is me. Like, these are the tips to the quest line. Like, I wouldn't know what to do if I wasn't referring back to this book every time we get to a new chamber and trying to figure out what the puzzles are along the way. I said at the beginning of this segment, this reminds me of Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade when Indiana's going through his dad's journal on how to do the tests once he gets to the tomb, right? The path of the penitent man. Like, how the fuck else are you going to know what to do if you didn't read the fucking books? Like, I feel like we're being trolled by idiots this morning just for the purpose of trolls. And I'm okay with that because I'm going to farm you out. I'm going to farm this stuff out on social media, and this will become a long form video as well as a YouTube short. But like, there are so many books in this game. Like, I've got a couple of them right here, you know. We've sold a whole bunch. You can go through and find a whole bunch on bookshelves as well. Some of them are just repeats, but then you'll have like the Lusty Argonian Maid series. You have stuff like the Windhelm letters, right? Like, this is all deeply immersive lore. I feel like only an idiot would choose to ignore the books. Or you're on your 50th playthrough and you just don't care anymore because you've already seen all this stuff. But this is my first time, so I very much want to see all of this stuff. I want this. I want the lore. I want to be able to find out. Tell me more about the twin secrets. By the way, also getting skill points when you open up the books as well is a really big cool thing that happens in the Elder Scrolls games. It's like there's an incentive to open up the books beyond just reading them. It's like, oh, you get a skill. There's a chance of there being a skill point for opening up one of these tomes. And I know the meta, like only the expensive books are worth looking at because those are the ones that offer you the skill points. That's the meta. You're letting the meta talk to you at that point. I do pick up the expensive books because they're worth money to sell, but we do tend to read most of the books we come across, unless I think that it's something I've already seen before, and then I'll ignore it. But yeah, I mean, what idiot goes to a restaurant and orders just a glass of water and ignores everything else on the menu, right? Like, I would say that was probably... No, I don't know what triggered that one. Like, if I'm going to sit down at a fine eatery, I want to experience what that fine eatery has for me to sample across their menu. That's why I came to that restaurant in the first place. I'm playing Skyrim because I want the cool story of what went into this game. And also in the case of the Nightingale Journal in particular, this, why the fuck would I read them off of stream? You know what? Oh, Jesus. Fuck off. Seriously. Fuck off. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, we banned that asshole from Twitch just now. Like, seriously? Read them off. Fuck off. You're just trolling now to be a troll, which means I don't want you here. Definitely still farming this clip out, but we've now, like the cat, we talked about this earlier, I'm like a cat. I'll play with my food for a couple of minutes, but once I bite the head off and I've gotten out of it what I need, I'll bury the corpse. So we just bit his head off, we buried the corpse. He's been banned from our Twitch chat. Like literally reading through the journals is part of the experience, especially for this particular quest, because it adds a whole bunch of additional flavor to what was going on. And matter of fact, the NPC even told us that ghost that we talked about, Garrus's ghost, or Gallus is his name, Gallus's ghost was like, hey, read this book to get the tips on how to get through all the chambers and traps in here. So like there's an incentive for a lot of these quests to go read through these books anyway. And finally, for those of you who have been here long term, you know that I love to do voice acting from time to time, just for funsies because we like to roleplay. And I will often read through books in different voices. Depending on if it's just a couple of pages, I'll do that. If it's something where it's like 7 pages of dialogue, I'm just gonna skim read it and just we'll blow through it just to see what it has. You know, we'll paraphrase a little bit. But on shorter books where it's only 2 or 3 pages, I'm happy to read through those and do voiceovers and stuff because it's fun. And that's what we're here to do. We're here to play the game and have fun. So, yeah, we want to make sure that we read all the books because it has lore. We want to read the books because it's fun. We want to read the books because we get skill points. We want to read the books because it gives us tips on how to get past traps. We want to read books because it gives us additional information into the characters, the quests of whom we are doing, their motivations, their histories, their backstories. There are a lot of reasons to want to read the books that are in the game when you're playing the game. Not rocket science. But I understand there are smooth brains out there who can't handle it. They're like, oh, that's a lot of words. Too bad I'm not reading it because my IQ is 1 and I can't handle big words. Big words make brain hurt. Smash! Smash! Only smash! No words. Words bad. Word make brain hurt. Me no don't like words. Oh my goodness. I feel like there are legitimately some people in the real world who totally failed their intelligence when they like were rolling stats for their character. Like, I don't know if it's because they were dropped on their heads as children or whatever, but that intelligence stat is like down around somewhere between 1 and 3. For those of you, if you go back far enough, if you don't remember, if you've ever played like the original Baldur's Gate, like I think it was Baldur's Gate 1, maybe even Icewind Dale 1, you could make a character whose intelligence was so low that when you tried to interact with other NPCs in chat, it would just say something like "Hurrah, rah, bleh." It would literally just be gibberish in the text options where you're selecting your branching dialogue because your character was too stupid to have a conversation. So when that right there, everybody, that interaction that we just had, which we are turning into a YouTube video and a short for Instagram and TikTok and everything, that right there is the perfect example of someone who rolled an intelligence so low when they did their character creation or they were dropped on their head as a child that they just it's just grunts and unintelligible gibberish that comes out of their mouth. Oh no. Oh, poor child. Poor child. I'm not siding with the Imperial or Stormcloaks. Screw both those guys. I'm working with the Thieves Guild. What's the other broadcast? I am live on YouTube, Twitch, Kick, and TikTok, so you can watch wherever you prefer. Everything between the streams happens on YouTube, so follow over there for all of the in-between stuffs and all the VODs that get clipped out into playlists because I play a lot of games. This is the day job. We are coming out of the holidays right now. We'll be back to our normal schedule tomorrow, although I still am on reduced hours until I get my prescription glasses in on doctor's orders. I have to keep my streams down around 2 to 3 hours. No more 8-hour streams until I get my glasses in, and then we have some adjustment periods. So we're on a new schedule. You can read more about that or learn more about that on the video that's at the top of the YouTube channel when you get there. That's right, JK. If you don't like how Ren streams, leave it. Leave his stream, because this is his stream and he'll do it how he wants. You're goddamn right. Right, Asparagus? I'm dead with the whole read them off stream. That was literally just a troll. That was literally just a troll, which I'm okay with because he just gave me a 9-minute video or a 10-minute video, as well as a clip that we'll be able to farm out on social media. So I'm okay with that. Like, it's free content for me. It's free engagement, and we've got 2 shirts in our merch store that are relevant to this. One says thanks for the free engagement, and the other one is troll tears fuel my retirement. That's a plug for my merch shop. Go pick up yours today. T-shirts, sweaters, coffee mugs, water bottles, all sorts of fun stuff. Yeah, exactly, Shaggy Dale. Some of the stories and journals are hilarious. Words no good, only acts good. Words harsh. Words make my brain hurt. People with reading disabilities, well, why are they watching a stream where you're having to do a lot of reading? Oh, I rolled an 18 on charisma, baby. That's why I get to do this for a day job, and you're stuck in your mom's basement, Abe. Trickerfer says, damn, Ren, I just got back from a trip. What is up with all of the trolls today? Something in the air. I definitely think it's something in the air. It's 2026, kids. It's 2026. Bubbloni says, I feel bad for the stupid, but people who optimize the joy out of their day-to-day make me laugh my ass off. That's right. Ben says, the restaurant analogy is perfect. I'm here at Ren's Skyrim Cafe to sample as much as he's willing to offer, inspiring me to want to play Skyrim. And thank you, Vin. That's an awesome comment. I appreciate that. That's right. Trolls are easy money. School holidays? Yeah, I think we're still in school holidays. This is why we're... Oh, David says, can you please turn the page so I can finish the book? Hang on. There you go. Last page. There you go. You can also pause the stream. I gotta keep going on, guys. Thanks for the free content. That was great. Well, that'll be out on YouTube probably tomorrow, and on Instagram and everybody else next couple of days. Run! Oh, we have two paths to choose from here. I wonder if my journal tells me. The path of salvation is a route of cunning with force. So, betray the foolish, okay. I don't know which way I need to go here. The inner sanctum? I bet that's where we're heading. Just for shits and giggles. Oh, so this would have been the other path I could have taken, which probably had less traps or something. Okay. During his complete, Empress's embrace awaits the fallen. Hesitate not if you wish to gift her your eternal wish. I'm assuming this means I'm going to need to run. Because it says hesitate not. Not just Stealth Archer in the big 2026. I've been playing Stealth Archers since before you were a twinkle in your daddy's balls. So, yeah. I'm not just playing a Stealth Archer because that's what people do in Skyrim. I'm playing a Stealth Archer because I've been doing it before it was cool. Before it was the cool thing to do. I've been playing Stealth Archers since probably Quest for Glory 1. So you want to be a hero. Maybe even before that if we want to go back further. So, yeah, sorry. I invented Stealth Archery. Sid. This makes me wonder if I'm supposed to run. It says don't hesitate. Oh, we're jumping. Are we? Maybe not. Good thing I have a quick save. Read. That's right, I was playing Stealth Archer before video games were invented. That's right, JK. Stud says I just picked up a medium intelligent potion in Divinity Original Sin. Maybe the trolls could use it. Joe California says, with so many things to watch, I don't have time to watch the things I don't like. I have never understood people that seem to enjoy watching things they don't enjoy with just to tell other people how they don't enjoy the things. Why would I have finished Divinity Original Sin 2? I'm still playing the game. Why would I have finished it? Are you new here? I do variety streaming, variety content creator. I stream lots of games. Last year, I think we did 35-ish games last year. We're going to be doing probably 30 plus games this year. Play lots of games. Pay attention. School's in session. There's a video up on YouTube that talks about what games I'm playing this month and the schedule. Now I guess jokes makes I'm stuck here and I don't seem to see a way out. Is there a way out of here? Uh-oh. Ho ho ho! How cool was that? Oh, that was dope! I'm sitting there like, let's cast a light and try to figure out how we're getting out of this pit. And then all of a sudden, because I have the skeleton key, the floor illusion like gave way, and so when he fell down, he like splatted and couldn't get out because he didn't have the skeleton key. I actually have the skeleton key, and dude, that right there, kids, that's what I love about not having meta at my disposal when I'm doing a first time playthrough. Like this is what the beauty of role-playing games is. Like, when you play games and you don't know what's going on and you haven't optimized the fun out of it, and you haven't done all this meta knowledge of like, go this, don't do this, and you read the fucking quest journals, and you read, and you pay attention, and then you see that stuff like that, and it's like, yes! This is why I play video games, to have that immersion into other worlds. That was so cool. So cool. Booyah. Let's put the key back. Place skeleton key. Oh my god.
My. What do we have here? It's been a number of years since I've set foot on your world. Or perhaps it's been moments. One tends to lose track.
I am in awe
So,
of your
once
breasted
again,
majesty.
the key has been stolen, and a champion returns it to the sun.
I am champion material, madam.
Now that the Ebonmere has been restored,
How could I
you
not be
stand
captivated
before me,
by that-
awaiting your accolades.
that gaze?
A pat on your head, a kiss on your cheek. What you fail to realize is your actions were expected and represent nothing more than the fulfillment of your agreement. Don't mistake my tone for displeasure. After all, you've obediently performed your duties to the letter.
Okay.
But we both know this has little to do with honor and oaths and loyalty. It's about the reward, the prize. Fear not. You'll have your trinkets, your desire for power, your hunger for wealth.
Thank you.
I bid you to drink deeply from the Ebonmere mortal, for this is where the agent of Nocturnal is born.
Hell yeah.
The oath has been struck, the die has been cast, and your fate awaits you in the Everglow. Farewell, Nightingale. See to it that he stays this time, won't you?
Yes, ma'am. How do I drink? She said drink deep. How do I drink? Damn it. I don't want to listen to Carlisle. I want to drink from the Ebonmere.
I'm glad you were able to bring the key back safely. Nocturnal seemed quite pleased with your efforts.
She sounded indifferent.
I wouldn't take that to heart. It's her way. Think of her as a scolding mother continually pushing you harder to be successful, outwardly sounding angry, but silently content. I assure you, had she been displeased with you, we wouldn't be having this conversation.
So what's this about becoming an agent of Nocturnal?
The circles at the base of the Ebonmere imbue you with powers befitting a Nightingale agent.
Okay, the circles.
The crescent moon represents the agent of shadow, the half moon for the agent of subterfuge,
Oh, there's different?
and the full moon for the agent of strife.
I can't be all three.
This is Nocturnal's way of maintaining balance.
Oh.
If you ever feel the need to change your abilities, you can return to the Sepulchre and step onto a different
Is this gonna
circle.
be like bonus to my
Be warned
stats?
that once you've chosen, you can't reselect for at least a day.
Okay.
Now, your life as a Nightingale begins. Should the need arise, you'll be summoned to the Sepulchre in order to defend it.
Oh. And you?
The Guild has welcomed me back with open arms. I feel like a void in my life has finally been filled. I only hope that this isn't an ending to things, but actually the beginning.
Of what?
Why, perhaps the greatest crime spree Skyrim's ever known. There are pockets brimming with coin and coffers overflowing with riches ripe
Okay.
for the picking. We may be nightingales, but in our hearts we're still thieves, and we're damn good at what we do.
Okay, I need to choose a nightingale role. Oh, she's going to tell me about each of these. So tell me about the Agent of Stealth.
The Agent of Stealth is the master of remaining unseen. They are able to manipulate the darkness and use it to their advantage. On moonlit nights or in darkened rooms, this agent literally becomes invisible.
And Agent of Strife?
This Agent of Strife can send forth a tendril of pure darkness into the heart of another, causing great injury to
So like a
them.
DPS build.
At the same time, this tether will bolster the agent's own life force, making him stronger.
Like a life tap? Agent of Subterfuge.
The Agent of Subterfuge utilizes shadow to cloud the judgment of those around him. By weaving the darkness to their will, this agent can manipulate others into
Like a crowd
fighting
control
for the
build.
Nightingale for a limited time.
I think I'm gonna go straight up stealth. The Strife sounds interesting, but I think I want to do straight
Choose
up.
your path, and your journey will be complete.
How do I remember which one was which? No! No! I didn't mean to step on that.
Carlisle?
Damn it! I think she said I have to wait a day. I didn't realize I had to step on the moon. I thought it was going to be go up to it and click on it, and by stepping on it, it automatically gave me something.
If it were not for the actions of this
I
nightingale,
think she said once a day.
your fears would have come true.
So once we're done here, I hope I can just rest for a day and re-choose.
What will you do now, my love?
Nocturnal calls me to the Everglow. My contract has been fulfilled.
Will I ever see you again?
When your debt to Nocturnal has been paid, we'll embrace once again.
Farewell, Gallus. Eyes open. Walk with the shadows.
Goodbye, Carlisle.
Badass. Badass. So he's gonna like disappear into the mist. He's gonna look at her one time as he fades away. Oh. Okay. I think if I just wait 24 hours. I don't know which one is stealth though. Anyway, that was a really cool becoming a nightingale. We're gonna clip that out for YouTube for sure, because I want to come back and check that out later. So you said once Shadow Cloak of Nocturnal added. You must wait a full day. Hang on. Which one do I have? How do I know which one I have? Shadow Cloak is the one, stealth one anyways. Thank you. That's what I was just wanting to figure out. Is it like under your magical status effects? Where would that be? Aha! For 120. Oh, so it's an ability. You automatically become invisible while sneaking. So that's a spell. Gotcha. All right, so I'm good. I'm good. So I have the one I want. I have the one I want. Okay, so that's like a power that we can then use. How do I use a power though? Oh, so it was like the shout. How do I know if I'm invisible though? It doesn't look like I'm invisible. But I'm assuming it did it because it says I can only use it once per day. Huh. Yeah, I have it on me. Oh, I have to be sneaking. There we go. That was the caveat, was we had to be sneaking. Okay, that's cool as hell. So now I can go invisible for 120 seconds. That adds a whole nother level of gameplay to my stealth character. Because now I could literally go into places and just full on invis past. Like, if there's 20 guys in the house, I don't have to worry about trying to sneak past them. I can just be like, boop. Okay, that's cool as hell. Wicked cool, eh? I am playing a stealth archer thief. Yep. This is the anniversary edition, yes. I don't want to keep the key. I'm playing a roleplay character who is full on, I'm gonna bow down to that beautiful buxom nightingale goddess and her awesome outfit with the ravens on her wrists. Stranger Things was great. Loved the ending. That's right. Hot goddesses. I will give up my soul any day of the week. You give me a raven-haired goddess. Yeah, I'm down. I'm down. Yes, thank you, Babylonia, for answering that. I am running vanilla, and this is a base game quest. Yep. Powers for the win, right? Alright. Let's see here. Well, we are officially done now after like 5 or 6 streams. I need to go back and check the amount of streams it took me to get through the Thieves Guild quests, because that was a pretty awesome, like, it's got to be like 12 to 15 hours of total quest line that it took me to get through all of that. And then because of all the things I got when I was doing the quest line, like I have this unusual gem. I also have like a statue. I don't know where that one's at. Somewhere in here. Yeah, the Eye of the Falmer. And the Bust of the Grey Fox. So I got multiple things during that quest line which are tied to further quests. Toggle active, show on map. Can I go straight back there from here? You cannot fast travel from this location, so we have to like exit out of here. Does this door just lead me straight out? Portal to entrance. Wicked cool, guys. That was a badass quest line that we worked on for however many hours it took. Very, very satisfying to have that done. Once I wrap all these little sundries up, we're going to start the vampire DLC. And then once I wrap up the vampire DLC, I will go finish the main storyline, and that'll be it for this character. So I anticipate this will be the first couple of weeks of January, and then once I wrap up the primary playthrough, we'll get back to defending the original Sin 2 a little bit more, and then we'll probably start a second Skyrim playthrough for funsies, but I'm also going to be we're still doing Elder Scrolls Online and Fallout 76, but we're going to be weaving back into the rotation now that we're out of the holidays. Alright, I am on doctor mandated breaks every hour for my eyes until I get my prescription glasses, so we're going to take a quick break. 2 to 3 minutes, maybe 5. So if you need to bio, grab a cup of coffee, do all the things you need to do. Now is the time to do so. We will be back in a few minutes.